we have a very young presenter, Dr. Mohammed Yusuf here, who is going to speak about his use of needle. Dr. Yusuf, are you ready to share?
I want to introduce a new, very cheap, cost-effective device, Phaco device, using a rotating needle with a low RPM DC motor. We need a low cataract need cost-effective device. This device is why need for a safe device. Cataract surgery is very safe in first world countries. In third world countries, it can be difficult for reason mentioned earlier. The ultrasound can cause posterior capsular rupture, wound burn, retina damage, and ocular hypertension. Need safety factors: simple procedure with less steps, reduce incision size, save endothelial cells, reduce edema, eliminate corneal burns, improve visual recovery time, and reduce vitrectomies. This solution is YOUSUF needle. It's supported by a low RPM DC motor, inexpensive, easy logistics, and low training barriers. This is the device components. This is a complete prototype for this system with a control box. Objective: low-cost cataract surgery and complication-free surgery. Features of device: this device consists of two parts. One is handpiece, two is control box. The Phaco handpiece consists of three parts: body, tube, and YOUSUF needle. Body contains motor and wire connected with the control box. Control box controlled by a foot switch, tube containing YOUSUF needle. Control box has motor and transformer, microchips, and software, which will do speed control, mode control, and control of aspiration rate. Criteria of YOUSUF needle: you know that easy penetration, sharp and serrated cutting edge, increased cutting surface, low speed cutting needle, generate low temperature, rotate at a fixed position. Low cost, 1% only commercial systems. Additional designs and device history of Phaco, you know, previously Dr. Charles D. Kelman has tried with this device, but unsuccessful. Preliminary research with YOUSUF needle produce very low temperature. You know, in this device there is no generate energy or emission of energy. So it is only corneal temperature at the time of operation, only 35 degrees Celsius. Most expensive device produce high temperature. The device produce very low temperature. This is the data. This is data. This data. Irrigation and aspiration. Unlike other Phaco device, no production freeze temperature by this device, so no need of cooling this device by continuous irrigation as well. But we can use irrigation and aspiration to fluid evacuate in emulsifying lens materials. The three different ways of Phaco emulsification in one handpiece. On the basis of irrigation and aspiration, this device are three types: with irrigation and aspiration system, without irrigation and aspiration system, with only aspiration system. Incision during surgery. In case of with irrigation and aspiration system, 2.4 millimeter incision. In case of without irrigation and aspiration, only 1.6 millimeter incision. And with aspiration, only 2.4 millimeter incision. Sterilization of device. Most of the handpiece of the will be disposable, but we have an option of sterilization. Sterilized by tube parts connecting wire, irrigation and aspiration tube can be sterilized by autoclave. Heat sensitive instrument like body parts can be sterilized by formalin. And body part along with YOUSUF needle will also possible to make disposable. Also whole handpiece can make disposable for better patient benefit. Methods. I have some studies. Cross-sectional study period January 2014 to December 2014, tested on wood eye at the first test, randomly selected 50 both eyes and 50 human cataracted lens. Result:
1 minute remaining, sir.
Moderate penetration capacity. In both eye, no spinning of the lens, hence no denuding the endothelium, no other complication observed. Human lens are vitro successfully emulsified in immature and mature cases. It turns in the lenses into gel-like substance very quickly. In case of a hypermature cataract, the process was prolonged in accordance with the aspirated rate. You may choose my device because easier way to breaking lens nucleus with no energy emission. less complication, especially no chance of posterior capsular range. User-friendly, cost-effective. You may choose whether capsular access is good or bad, capsular access no tag present or not. So it can compare with femtofactor. You know that the femtofactor, the main idea is to capsular access, fine capsular access for laser. So in this case, there is no matter for capsular access. We can react if our capsular access is not good, then we can perform this. So it is very much advantage over traditional Phaco, that no need of special good capsular access, no need of extra eye indication aspiration cannula. 3 different type of needle we can use for 3 different type of cataract. But in case of immature one type, immature mature one type, and hypermature, there is another. Here is some. You see that there is a emulsification of less very smoothly and freely. So I have not got my desert needle because lack of technological support, but still I have made a alternate needle with this method. I believe if I got my desert needle, then it will be very more effective than this video. And you know that there is a inspiration. The needle is there is a, in this case I have tried to aspirate with my simple cannula, but this is mounted. This is connected with my device, my control box, and that is why it is not handmade. It is also connected with a control box. In this case, I have tried to evacuate cortical material. This, there is no need of extra irrigation aspiration cannula, and this I can remove this cortical material with my control box. There is a there is a removing of cortical material.
Recording. I think you will have to conclude, Dr. Yousuf, because
there is no posterior capsular rupture. It is very much important. I have done some at least 50 cases, but fortunately there is no posterior capsular rupture occurred with my experiment. So I think it should be a great program. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Yousuf. Any comments from Dr. Partha, Dr. Suven, Dr. Chitra? Can you please stop sharing, Dr. Yousuf?
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
You'll have to answer. You'll have to. Yeah. So, Partha, would you want to comment on this?
Dr. Yousuf, congratulations for this innovation of yours. And a few questions could go on along with this is how exactly is the box working? How exactly the parameters are set? Those things they could be elaborated.
Actually, this is very simple. There is no need of any parameter. Only I will rotate at a specific RPM. You know that 2,000 or 5,000 or 10,000. I have setting. There is different type of options, so that I can run it with 2,000 RPM or 5,000 or 10,000. What is suitable for us, our practically, you know that there is so many types of cataract, immature, mature, hypermature. So I can regulate my speed so that it will be smoothly, easily. There is no need of a vacuum. There is no need of another pressure or another so it is very simple device, and once you cutting this nucleus, then it will aspirate by this control box. controversial, it will
Standardization
Okay,
of
I think
it will
device, sir? Any
I
standardizations?
think Partha, from what we can make out, Dr. Yusuf has tested it himself, and others are yet to test it. So I think that standardization, like you're saying, would need to be done in future. Thank you,
We move
Dr.
to the, yeah, thank you,
Next
Dr.
one.
Yusuf.